All right. And on that note, I would like to officially invite you all to the official launch of the Mentium Institute. Mentium Institute is a social media platform unlike anything that has ever been created. We are centered in 5 pillars of success. We are centered around the 3 C's that are community, courses, and coaching. And we are here to build something alongside of you that is going to change the future for generations to come. I am your co-host, Miss Butterfly White, Papillon Blanc. I am also hosting 2 spaces on the site. I will be teaching English as a second language to Senegalese students. I cannot tell you how excited I am. After coming back from the continent, I was dedicated to being able to do my part to make a difference for my brothers and sisters in Senegal. And so I got certified to teach English as a foreign language. And I am now able to do that on this amazing platform. I am also going to be teaching the art of creating and presenting your business plan. I know that there are a million talented people out there in the world, but there are very few who actually do the work and have the coaching in place to make their dreams come true. So you are the people that we're here from. Please join me on the site, English as a student of foreign language, or if you have a business, I want to help bring it to light. Let me create your business plan with you and help you properly present it so that you can get funding and investors and grow your business to scale. A little bit about myself. I am a proud Mentium host. I graduated under classes with Professor Mabe, public speaking cohort 7, the best. That's our running joke. Every cohort says they're the best, and we will all go at it about that for hours. But, as a global citizen, being able to travel the world at a very young age, I learned that languages and a variety of them give me an advantage in this world, and that there's one thing that no one can ever take from you, and that is the knowledge that you gain. So all the knowledge I have gained throughout my professional and my personal career, I am here to share that with you. So without any further ado, what I'm going to do is introduce an incredible, phenomenal human being, one of the greatest men I have had the pleasure to know. And I know some great men, starting with my dad, Professor Majama Mube. Famous all around the world. He's an author, a speaker, a coach, a certified life coach. He actually taught the public speaking class I graduated from. He has become a brother, a friend. He is a father, a husband. He is one of the most incredible educated minds that I've had the pleasure to meet. But even more importantly than that, he is the reason why we are all here. It is our lovely esteemed Professor Majama Mabe who created this incredible institute. And I'm going to let him take it away and share why we are all here today. Professor?
Wow. Thank you so much, Butterfly. I think it was quite an introduction. I don't know if let me admit people as I start. Yes, thank you so much for that introduction. For everybody who's here, I cannot begin to even express the joy that I feel in having you around among us. This has been a dream of mine for years and years back. I was just sharing with somebody else earlier that it just transformed into a different name, but this idea started back in 2013 when I created a blog called Motivate to Elevate. And to me, at that very moment, that's when I had the idea of bringing people together, people to learn together, because I strongly believe in human potential. What can we do to build people up? Because when we build people up, we will build communities up. When we build communities up, we can actually make the world a better place. And the goal is just that. I have made so many mistakes living in America for the last 25 years. And I said, if I had something like Mentium, many of those mistakes could have been avoided. Number one, in finances. Number two, like in building a business. A lot of things that I didn't know or didn't know where to turn to. Lately, I have seen Udemy, I have seen Coursera, I have seen a lot of platforms where people can go to study, to learn something. But what I was seeing was the missing piece was the community aspect of it. You can go anywhere, sign up for a course and learn on your own, but chances are you might not even finish it because there is nobody pushing you, nobody supporting you. Now we want to fix that because in Mentium, you will find the 3 C's: coaching, courses, and a community. Now we have some fine coaches around that can actually hold your hand and walk with you to wherever you would like to go. We have courses that will be taught by amazing individuals who've been educators all their lives in whatever area of the 5 core pillars of success that you would like to learn. But also, the community is right here. You are right here. We will be holding each other's hands to make sure that whatever it is that we want to achieve, we'll find somebody to work with us to make that a reality. But why Mentium, you might ask? It was just created for one simple reason: to help you unleash your full potential, but also introduce you to your higher self. It looks like to me that a lot of people are really not living to the fullest of their abilities. We want that to change because you are whole and complete as a human being. What do you need? People, like-minded people who can walk that journey with you. So that's the only reason why we set up this platform, to make sure that whatever it is you want to learn, whatever it is you want to be a master of, you will find it right here with this group. Because something is being said. 5 years from now, the only difference between the person you will be and the person you are right now is the courses you will take, the books you will read, but also the people that you will hang around with. Now, all of those are right here on Mentium. I will pass it on right now to my sister, Tia, who will take it away from me.
Thank you, Professor. So, one of the things for me when I first started talking to Professor about this heart project of his is I love collaborative learning. I tried Udemy. I tried some of these other platforms, and for me, it's a struggle because I love learning with other people. I love hearing perspectives of other people. I love being wrong sometimes, and then I also need people to cheer for me. And so that's one of the beautiful things that gets to happen with this Mentium platform. You're getting the courses, yes, so you get education. I love to learn, but I don't want to learn by myself. The beauty of this place is the community. So really, I just wanted to talk about who this is really for. If that person is you, where you are self-driven, you don't need any champions, you don't need any encouragement, you don't need anybody else to kind of help you along, this might not be the thing for you. But if you thrive in community, if you thrive with learning with other people, if you love that learning can be done differently, this is the platform for you. So really, it's a transformative space focusing on personal development. That personal development, that transformative personal development is going to lead the way into professional development. And it really does spill over into every aspect of your life. So as we talk about these 5 pillars while we go through the session tonight, you're going to see how all of these pieces flow with each other and how all of these pieces are essential to really us growing as people and just growing in our collective responsibility to care for each other and grow into the society that we really want. So So let's talk about who Mentium is really for. Butterfly, can you show the page,
The landing
Okay.
page.
the landing page?
Yes,
Wow.
I would love to.
Thank you so much. So we have interactive learning models. You're going to meet a number of our hosts today, including myself. Really, the biggest thing is who this is for is people that are ready to grow. Professor and I had a great conversation a couple of days ago when we were talking about people that are just not willing to settle anymore. The life that you're living is not the life that you want to continue to live. The things that you know is not the sum of what you want to know. There's more. So if you're the person that wants more, you're the person that's ready to grow and you're ready to invest in yourself, this is your site. Professionals that are seeking to level up. There are folks that, you need to learn something different. You need to learn more, but it's not necessarily in a standard platform to where you would be learning, or the courses cost a lot of money that makes it out of reach for you. This is the place where you can go in order to level up. This is the place where you can go in order to learn more. If you are an entrepreneur in your head and in your heart, this is absolutely the place that you need to be. We walk you through, we do business planning and all of that stuff too. Butterfly's going to walk us through some business planning. It's amazing. But each one of our hosts has done that work of entrepreneurship, and that's part of what brings us here. So if you're a professional that's seeking to level up in any area of your career, or if you're starting your own business, this is definitely the place. People that are thriving to balance mindfulness and get closer in tune with themselves. That's an opportunity, really, just the personal awareness, self-awareness. I'm actually teaching a session that I'll talk to you a little bit later about. This is the place for you to be. Also, if you just love learning, and love learning in a way that does not require you to be sitting in a room with four walls, just going a traditional way, reading a book, listening to a lecture. We like interactivity. We love collective learning. We love the collaborative effort of seeing each other win and pushing each other to win. So it gives us an opportunity really to foster that lifelong learning bone that's in us, and then also be celebrated while we're doing it. And lastly, just anybody looking for a supportive community. There are so many folks here, prior to COVID, but definitely post-COVID, we are in a space where we have been so disconnected, and we are created for connection. We have been created for connection, and so why not create the opportunity for us to find it? That's what we did here. So it gives you an opportunity to be in an environment where you get supportive community. Even if it's virtually, you get to be connected to other people. The beauty that I find in this is all of us as hosts, we get personal time with each other, and we've gotten to know each other. And that for me, even when it's across the screen, there's a lot of us that are here in Colorado, but even when it's across the screen, when you're spending so much time with somebody, you develop an affinity for them. And these folks are friends. So they're not just educators, they're friends. They're not just fellow hosts, they are family. So I encourage you to join the community for that space, for that reason. I mentioned before, if you're the person that's looking for the do-it-yourself, this isn't it. If you're the person that's looking for the easy answer or the quick fix, this isn't it. And if you're the person that's not willing to invest in yourself, this isn't it. So if you fall into the first categories that I mentioned, you want the supportive community, you're willing to invest in yourself, you're tired of settling for where you are, and maybe the way that your brain thinks right now, this might be your place. This definitely is your place. If you're trying to level up with professional development in a different way, if you need an encouraging community, the Mentium Institute is your space. So I am going to hand this back off to Butterfly, and she'll take care of y'all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You all can hear me all well. Everything's good. I just wanted to say, Miss Meets Tia, you have definitely become more to me than a friend. I consider you a sister now. You are definitely family. I cannot wait for my own personal development as I impart myself into your space to gain all the knowledge that you're going to share there. And one thing I want to let you guys know, every single host here has been carefully selected, vetted, handpicked. We have a team of people that are the foundation of what it is we're here to do, but we're missing something. And what we're missing is you. Every single person here has something unique about you, a skill, a gift, a dream, and we want you to come and be part of that so that I'll be able to introduce you at our next session. And having said that, let me start by introducing the current incredible team of Mentium Institute hosts that we have with us tonight. We're going to start off with the lovely, incomparable, if you're in Colorado, you know her name, Miss Tanisha Harris of All That I Am. Tanisha, take it away.
Well, hello, everyone. I am so happy to see all your faces, some new, some that I know. This is community. This is family. You are where you're supposed to be in the divine right timing. So thank you for being here. Let me tell you about who I am. I am all that I am, and all that I am is me. I am my ancestors' wildest dreams come true. Understand that I did not tell you my name. My name is Tanisha Harris, but who I am is here to be a servant leader, to pour into others, to uplift, to empower, to encourage, to be all that I am to someone who doesn't know how to be all that I am to themselves until you can. What is my space? It is all that I am. And it is masterful leadership empowerment, personal and professional development. It is women empowerment. You will learn about you and how to be the best version of yourself. For those of you who are in leadership, this is going to help grow you, take you out of your comfort zone, and show you who you are destined to be. Whether you're in community, in family, in school, at work, an entrepreneur, this leadership is for you because we all have leaders in ourselves. Sometimes it's not pulled out of us. We're not in spaces and places where we're celebrated, we're tolerated. And so all that I am is here to change that. Why does this space matter? Because you matter. We all matter. It is important that we hear from you because your voice will save someone else's life, your story, who you are. You will be able to pull the beauty out of others going through this curriculum and course. You will have community with you. And what do I want you to get out of this? I want you to learn about you, who you are innately, the royalty that is within you, the power that you hold, and how to embrace it and then share it when you're in these spaces. We are living in a time that we are overlooked, we are dismissed, we are not valued, we are not appreciated. But here at Mentium, that changes. You are. You are all that you are. And all that I am is going to help you do that. I'm going to help you do that. So thank you. And I want to go ahead and introduce our next host, Billo.
Hi, everyone. My name is Bilo, and I will be your host for Shea Bilo's Cooking. And for me to do that, when we say Mentium, which is a platform that brings everybody together, you need to have a healthy body, means a healthy mind also, in order to be able to soak in everything that will be taught in this wonderful platform. And you will have control of what you put in your body. Because when we said a healthy body, it means like we have a healthy mind also. And which means, I'm at a loss here, which means, yeah, you guys will be empowered to be in control of what you put in your body, because this corner also will make you bring your family together. It's the place for joy. It's also a place where everybody will be the same, and it brings people together. And through around food, we can achieve so many things and just get so many things that we never wanted to talk about or put in our bodies, so that we can have control of what we eat.
Looks like we lost her.
Well, let me chime in here really quickly and see if we can get her back. She is being incredibly humble and meek. Let me tell you, I have had the honor and the pleasure to be a guest in her home, and she has prepared the full spread for me. When she talks about food and eating being part of family, part of your wholeness, listen, that food does something to your mind, your body, and your soul, not just your palate. So we are looking forward to having Billow in our personal growth and family spaces where you will be learning some of these incredible recipes, how to cook healthy, whole, natural food that is good and filling. So I am looking forward to that as well. And with that being said, she may chime back in. We'll see if we can get her. But I want to introduce our next host, Ruka. Ruka, I want you to come on in here and let the people know how incredible you are. I know we may be biased because we already know you, but let them know what you have to offer. What is your space? Why does it matter? Who are you? And what do you want members to experience from your space?
Butterfly, she's back.
Where?
I think Bello is back.
Billo, you back
Hey,
with us?
Butterfly, I'm
We
sorry.
got her. Ruka, we're gonna hold off. We're gonna let Billo finish.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My computer died on me, even though it was plugged. Yeah.
All right, we got you back. I was just letting them know that I had the pleasure of being in your home and being blessed by eating your food. And yes, it nourished way more than my mouth and my stomach. My soul had been fed.
Thank you. Thank you. So I was saying, like, in order to be able to be to focus on what you're doing and soak in everything that is being taught in this wonderful platform, we have to know that we need a healthy diet. And healthy diet, when we say that, it involves so many things, because if we are not eating healthy, eating right, we cannot even be focusing on ourselves. So, which means what we will be doing here, you guys will have, pardon me? Cooking together. Yeah, you guys will have the opportunity to be with me and we cook together. This show will be yours, and we will be just saying, like, probably trying to find a common ground. How do you guys want it to be, and where do we go from here? So that is my input in my corner for Mentium platform. And now I'm gonna head it to Ruka.
Thank you, Bello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Mentium platform. Thank you, Miss Butterfly. You just make it so warm in this environment. Thank you again for this privilege. I am part of the financial literacy aspect of the Mentium platform. I am here as a resource for all your financial questions. I am an accountant. I do taxes. I also have a skincare business. So I have like different dimensions here. I am currently still working on my space. I'm here to learn because there are so many spaces that are already open with so many resources. I am personally looking forward to enriching myself, even as I make myself available to serve those of you who are going to be joining us. So I'm excited to be here. Welcome, and let's all grow together. Thank you. Thank you, Professor.
Ruka, thank you so much for being here as well. Financial literacy, let me tell y'all something. My best friend has been in banking since we were in high school, and she is excited about this. I told her there's going to be a financial literacy space. And so, like I said, we're going to feed your body, your mind, your spirit, and your wallet. And our next host, I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to her. And that's going to be Miss Rama. Rama is a little bit different than some of our other hosts because she's actually not here coaching at this time in a space. But what she is here to do is give every one of you people here the best service you possibly could have as a member or a host or a student on the Mentium platform. Miss Rama is our Mentium concierge.
Well, thank you so much, sister. Hello, everyone. I am so excited to have you all here. You are hearing a lot about the reasons why we all here. This is a community. As you can see, how many of us are here? We are not together. We are in different states or different countries, yet our minds are all together here. Collaboration, that's all what it is about. Like she said, my name is Rama. I'm here in Madison, Wisconsin. I am not hosting any space, but I will be helping anyone and everyone who is ready to join us in this community to grow together. We are going to work on our growth personally, but also professionally. And also, there's a lot of skills, like Tanisha said earlier, there's a leader in us, every single one of us. Some of us might know, some of us might already be working toward showing that leadership and all those skills out of them. But some of us, like me, we still need help to get it out. So I'm really grateful that Professor here and everybody is working hard to help anyone willing to go toward that line, get it out. We need those skills out, not just for ourselves, but also for everybody around us. That starts with our family, our kids, our parents. I'm really glad to see Mama Mick here. Happy birthday. Thank you so much for joining us. If she is ready to come in and get it out and grow, I think we all should. And we should also bring our kids here. I have both of my daughters in here. They're 15 and 17. They're learning to get things out of them. They're learning to know themselves. But we also need to do that. And we need to bring other people here. Thank you, Mamu Bambara, for coming in. I really appreciate you being here. And I really hope that you're going to talk about it around you to bring new businesses in so that they can grow with us together. I don't want to take any longer, but I just letting you guys know that I'm here to help you get in. And once you're in, just let it out. Just let it out. Be yourself. You will learn more about yourself than anyone in here. Trust me. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Professor, for having this available for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rama, for taking on the incredible task of making sure that every guest here, including myself, has an amazing experience while we're on the site. If you have questions about Mentium, the Institute, being able to be on the site, then that is your go-to person. Your first contact, if you have a class, will of course be your host. But guess what? We've got you covered in all the bases. And last but not least, for the day that is, the final host I'm going to introduce right now is, his space is really near and dear to my heart. We are talking about someone who is all about fatherhood, the male species being able to pour back into the next generation, and being able to pass that along, because we know oftentimes your destiny is not about you, it's wrapped up in your seed. So with that being said, I'm going to let author, speaker, motivational fatherhood advocate, Mr. Dwayne Meeks, also the other half of the phenomenal Tia Meeks, who you heard from earlier today. Please, sir, take it away.
Thank you so much, Butterfly. Thank you very much. My name is Dwayne Meeks. I am a transformational coach for men and fathers. But before we get started, just one thing real quick. We'll get you guys moving just a little bit. So just in your seats where you're sitting at, put your hands over your head like this. Wave your hands, okay? And then put your hands out in front of you. All right, wiggle your fingers. All right, cool. All right, that takes care of the overheads and the handouts. So there won't be any overheads and handouts for me at this moment, but I want to get the blood flowing here. What I want people to learn in my space is that fatherhood is a calling, not just a role. That healing is possible, and that leadership starts at the home. That every father carries a piece of the solution in their personal lives. And I want fathers and families and communities to know that generational change, legacy, healing is not just an idea, but it is achievable. So with my several spaces, I'm going to run through them real quick and share them with you and see what resonates with you. The first one is the 21-day fatherhood challenge. And basically that the consistency creates confidence, and that this challenge is designed to build both consistency and to challenge you one day at a time and break some old habits. This challenge is designed to help fathers cut through distractions and show up with clarity, presence, purpose, and power. So for 21 days straight, starting May 5th, fathers will receive guided reflection, actionable tasks, leadership and coaching strategies, and access to a supportive community of dads growing together, because dads need to grow together and not suffer in silence. So I will walk alongside them, not as a teacher, but as a teammate. We all need teammates, helping them break old patterns, setting new intentions, and lean into their personal growth as men. So this challenge is more than a daily commitment. It's a path to becoming the father of your children and be the man that you were created to be. Starts May 5th. The other one is the Father Seated at the Table podcast. This podcast is where real men talk real fatherhood. We don't talk about surface level things. We talk about deep level things, beyond the foundation, up underneath the skin, where the heart and hustle and the honesty takes place. So at Fathers Seated at the Table is a movement giving fathers a platform to be heard, understood, and empowered. So we'll tackle everything from mental health, leadership and legacy, navigating co-parenting, healing from generational trauma. So each week we'll have a expert speaker or everyday dads just sharing their voice, giving them a platform to share their voice. So it's not just about storytelling, it's about solution sharing, strategy, and soul work. We're building a fatherhood table big enough for the world, and every seat has power, purpose, and a perspective. Now this one is my baby. On June 7th from 10 to 4 p.m., the Global Fathers United Virtual Summit. It's the first annual Global Fathers United Virtual Summit, the first of its kind. So fatherhood is not just a role, right? It's a global responsibility, and it's time we treat it that way. So the summit is a groundbreaking event that unites fathers, thought leaders, and practitioners from around the world to elevate the narrative of fatherhood. We'll explore cultural expressions of fatherhood across continents. We have national and international speakers who are going to be on this platform right here, the Mentium platform, national and international, talking about fathers trying to strengthen themselves so they can show up for their families. Universal values, love, leadership, and emotional presence, and local and global challenges from access to fatherhood program to fighting stigma and systemic barriers. So I will lead and be the host of this conversation that will address healing and connection, fathers as agents of change, mentorship, and intergenerational wisdom. And it's not just an international gathering, it's committed to uniting global leaders in fatherhood. Because it's not just happening in our community, it's happening all over the world, y'all. So we're creating a blueprint for fatherhood equity and empowerment. This isn't just an event, it's a cultural and strategic movement, well thought out, that will ripple through homes, communities, and nations. This experience isn't about fatherhoods from one point of view. It's a living, breathing testimony of what fatherhood looks like across the world. It's unity, wisdom, and power in full display on the Mentium platform. Now, the very last thing, this is in work. You won't see this on the Mentium platform at the moment, but the Piece of Never Missing Fatherhood workshop is to go deeper into fatherhood work based on a book that I co-authored in 2017 that helps practitioners, educators, and fathers identify what's been lost or what's been lacking and reclaim the full picture of what children need from their fathers. So last but not least, from daily discipline to real-time dialogue to global disruption, These offerings aren't just programs. These are pathways to personal growth, leadership, and generational healing. And Mentium is the platform that's helping to take it worldwide. Thank you very much. And I'm going to pass it back to Ms. Butterfly.
I love it. Let me tell you why I'm so cheesy. This is something that I know each and every single one of us here today has dreamed of. Having a social media platform that also pours into your life, your spirit, and your pocket. I have 3 sons. All you people ever know about is Princess, because there's an entire decade between her brothers and her. Me being a young mother with 3 boys who struggled because I ended up having a husband who had a substance abuse issue, I was often alone in that. So being able to meet men like Mr. Meeks, who's willing to pour into not only their own children, but other children and fathers, so that we can all have fathers who father the fathers. It's incredible. Thank you for that. It is such an important thing. What I'm going to do right now is show you guys my own spaces and how to navigate this incredible site. When you logged on, you saw I was on the landing page. I signed in. My thing is already open because I'm literally on here all day, every day. This is my Instagram. This is my Facebook. This is my feed. And so when you log in, the first thing that you're going to see is your homepage. And so here, let's meet the members. I get to navigate the site a little bit and show y'all how this works. It is the coolest thing ever. So 25 top members right now. Anytime I go to any of these people, it will let you know their status, if they're a founding host, if they're just a member, if they're teaching something, doing something, living something. So I go, look at Professor's beautiful smile. I love it. So let's go to Miss Meeks. If I go to Miss Meeks, you can chat with her. You can view her profile. You will be able to see your like connections with other members. If you like skiing or snowboarding, you will be able to find people in here because the platform itself connects you with people who are interested in the very same things you are. Anytime I see a new member, I go straight to their profile, I follow them, I go to their spaces. You have no idea. Some of the people in here are really some phenomenal people who are leaders in our communities, and I'm geeked about that. Here's your daily feed. On the feed, every morning, I jump here because I want to see who's on here and what's going on. Mr. Ibrahim, as I work to expand my network, I'm excited to connect with others who are passionate about growth and meaningful success. Has a background in business analytics, enjoy sharing insights that will help all of us change our lives. He's passionate, he's got his stuff together. I want to connect with this guy. I find someone else, I'm everywhere. Every single morning, I get an amazing message from the morning mindset. Let me tell you, Mentium is not just going to be here throughout the day, but we're going to start your day off with something awesome. Today's morning mindset is always a word of affirmation. We share our ideas and we bounce off what that means. Today's was, I let go of comparison and embrace my own journey. Personally, let me like that because I definitely have found my success came from when I stopped trying to be what I thought corporate America wanted me to be. I am on the Mentium platform because as a serial entrepreneur, I started my first business when I was 18. I then went into be a newspaper reporter, and the Rocky Mountain News taught me a hard lesson that I'll never be my own boss if I'm not my own boss. So guess what? I decided to become my own boss, and I've been my own boss ever since. I might be working somewhere, but trust me, my 9 to 5 is going to fund my 5 to 9. So the morning mindset is an incredible place where we share. Here's our conversation hub. You can put anything in here that you want to see. You can send direct messages to people. There is a calendar of events. I tell you, this is everything for us, by us, with us. I love it. You can introduce yourself. And what I really want to stress right now are our 5 pillars of success. Look, the beautiful Billow in there talking about herself. Can't wait. Hopefully she'll cook for all of us one day soon. So we're going to talk about our 5 pillars. They are entrepreneurship. Here in the entrepreneurship space, you click on the main menu. It's so easy. Like I said, anyone can learn to navigate this space in less than an hour. I'm happy to help if anyone has a question. Under entrepreneurship, here's some of the things. Here's one of my spaces: business plan, drafting, and presentation. So literally, this is going to be a 6-week course that will take people through how to create a business plan, how to present it, how to get funding. When you go back, you can see there's some other courses: entrepreneurship, a practice course where all of the hosts here actually created a space where we get to go and practice our ideas. You can draft, draw. We're here teaching each other and learning at the same time. That's why we want you to help build this. You are on the precipice of something that is about to make a global impact. And I don't want anyone to miss this. Whatever it is that you do, come down here once you join. And this little thing that says create a space, I want to see your stuff there. Please come join us. So after entrepreneurship, that's our number 1 pillar. Our second pillar is health. Under the Self-Healing Hub, we have a gentleman named Mokhtar. He's in Senegal. He's not with us right now. He is a host, and he's done a few healing sessions with me. When I tell you this dude is dope, I mean it in the best of ways. Under health will also be healthy cooking with Billow and some of the other spaces that, look, I need you. Come fill these spaces up with me, okay? After that, we have finances. You heard about financial literacy. Ruku is gonna go ahead and do that. I have a friend that does that. Listen, if I can gain some literacy and pass that down, because I'm a grandma now, I need some generational help. Family. Family is my favorite space because, again, like I said, you just heard Mr. Meeks talk about what he's doing. There's going to be a global summit. I'm excited for that. I'm going to try to get all the men I know on board because Mentium was created because Professor wanted to extend a place for us to build, grow, learn, and teach as a family. This is the only social media platform that I've ever been on that actually feels like home. And that's why Mentium is so important to me. Personal growth. Anybody that knows me knows I'm always trying to get better. I want to be better than I was yesterday. The next time you see me, I want to be a better MC, a better host than I was before. I'm committed to my personal growth on a daily basis. And these are some of the courses that are currently in here. Public speaking, the fearless mindset. Fearless mindset is so dope because there's some things in there when I had some days where I didn't feel so, strong. And I went to the fearless mindset. And when I was done, I was running out of that room like raw. And whatever task I had that was like daunting before became a breeze. English is a second language. That's my spot under there. So I cannot wait because I am a polyglot. I speak several languages. But this is going to be able to teach me how to perfect my français. Je m'appelle Papillon, so come join me in la clase de anglais. Then we have coaching. Coaching is the foundation of the 3 C's of the Mentium Institute. Community, number 1. The heart of everything we do is our community. You are our community. Courses, we have experts in their field who have designed and curated specific courses specifically tailored to meet the needs of our community and help in areas where we've often been left behind by the rest of society. We got us. It's our time. So I'm excited about that. The podcasts are here as well. Fathers Seated at the Table, the podcast that Mr. Meeks was just talking about. Can't wait for that. I know there's some spaces like my dad has what we call the war room in the basement with the TV, big as the house, and movie theater seats and the women aren't allowed down there. But guess what? I want the fathers to have their own seats at the table and to build the table for the other fathers to sit at. So I'm excited. The Mentium podcast, I'm a part of that. So is Miss Tanisha and Professor. It's a weekly podcast that we put out. Find it on YouTube. It is amazing. And it's also hosted on this platform. Conversations of Elevation, one of my favorite things to do because I am a host there. And everything we do motivates to elevate. If we're going to talk about it, it's going to improve your life or take you higher. And that is just a quick rundown. I don't want to give too much away because we need you to join us and become a member. So what I'm going to do right now is pass this off to Tia and Professor Majama so they can continue talking about their spaces and launch dates. Tia, Professor?
Yes.
All right, take it away.
Okay. You know, before I do that, I wanted to do a quick exercise with you, if you allow me. I want you, if possible, to close your eyes for a moment. And just imagine this time next year, you've spent the last 12 months inside the Mentium Institute. You've built relationships with people who truly get what you were trying to create. You've been challenged, you were supported and celebrated. But you've taken real steps, not just learn, but taken steps. You are not guessing your next move. You've got a roadmap, a rhythm, and a community behind you. That's what this space is for you. And that's what next year will be. Because I truly believe that whatever you can do alone, you can do it with people even faster. And that success does not happen in isolation. The main idea of Mentium is to believe in that success does not happen in isolation. Now, whatever we do here, we believe that the human being is full of potential, and he is the foundation of whatever they're trying to do. So every lessons that we have here, every courses, everything that we do, you might not be able to benefit from it without the clear and conscious and strong mindset that you need as the foundation. So the space, one of the spaces that I will be hosting, because one of them is public speaking, and all of you who know me know how excited I am about public speaking, because I truly believe that it is the one thing that can open so many doors for you. Just being able to stand up on your feet and communicate, be able to inspire, be able to influence. So that is something that I'm very, very strong for. But let me tell you the one that I will be starting with, Butterfly. Even if you pull it, yes, pull it out for them to see. This is the fearless mindset. Because most of the things we want to achieve, the only thing that stands between us and what we want to get out of life is fear. Now, in this course, we will be breaking down those fears. The first module is called Breaking Barriers. The first lesson, understanding fear. Because what is fear anyway? Now, some fears are deeply rooted. They are legitimate. When a danger is right there, that fear is legitimate. But what is happening to most of us? We create fears in our minds to avoid facing what we should be doing. One subject that I know too well is public speaking. People are creating so many ideas in their head not to do it. What if they think I am tall? What if they think I am short? What if they think I am this? Well, this is life. You will be either or. But all of those things are really in your mind. So we're going to fight that. We're going to find fear where it is and take it down. That's what you will get in understanding fear. But also then lesson 2 will be identifying personal barriers. What are you telling yourself that is limiting you? Because I often say that the most important conversations are the one that we will have with ourselves. And what do? Oftentimes we tell ourselves that we are not good enough. We cannot do this, or we were not born this way, or that person. But look, I told you in my opening that you are whole and complete, because God is whole and complete, so he cannot create something that is not complete. I just want you to let that sit for a moment. But these courses, that's what it will do for you. Now, lesson 3 in this one is reframing limiting beliefs. What are you telling yourself that is holding you back? As I said earlier, for most of us, it is that we are not enough. But says who? What is for you by divine right, nobody can take it away from you. But also what is yours will not miss you. You are not late. You are not behind. You are just becoming who you are. And that, my friend, is what we will need to put in our minds and understanding that we are powerful beyond measure. Now, the Fearless You course will also come with setting goals, but bold goals, not just smart goals. But really, when you tell me that XYZ is my goal, I just don't want to limit there. I want you to tell me the experience. Because if you can describe to me what it will look like to actually embrace that goal and live it, then you can get there very easily, because the emotions will participate. The knowledge will come into you. So my teaching style is not just telling you what to do or bombard you with knowledge. No, it is interactive, because everything that I just said, if you are understanding it, it means that half of it is already in you. If you are nodding your head right now while I'm speaking, it just tells you that half of it is already within you. So we're going to co-create, we're going to learn, we're going to mingle, we're going to make things happen by coming together as one. To me, the reason why I said Mentium, because look, Butterfly talked about social media, but social media itself is no longer social media. It's no longer social. Go to Facebook, it is news media right now. Go to like wherever people are there for themselves. They would like to feed their ego. Now, this is one community platform where you will only find things that will take you to the next level. Now, you're here because you want more. You're here because you refuse to settle. So that's the reason why we're inviting you to join these classes. Now, once we are done with the bold goal setting and what have you, I want you to be able to visualize success. And the first thing for that is to be able to define success for you. Not what society tells you is success, not what your parents are telling you you should do to be successful. Last week, on Saturday, I had the immense privilege to talk to a group of young people in Baltimore. My topic with them was your success depends on your leadership. But I was blown away how those young minds think right now. For them, success is not the glamorous. Success is not for the nice cars, the big houses, or the yacht. Success is what truly fulfilled them. That's what I wrote my first book on, Fated to Win, 7 steps to finding meaningful success. Not just any success, but success that is meaningful to you. So my invitation to you, I can go on and on with what we are having, because module 3 will be talking about building fearless habits. But since this is just a preview, that is what I wanted to share with you. And to tell you, as Butterfly or Tanisha mentioned earlier, we are not coming to you as we know everything, as we want to teach you. No. The question that we ask in the beginning is that if there were one thing that you could learn that will change your thinking, elevate your mind, and help you achieve your dream, what would that be? Please continue to answer that, because we want to take from those answers and feed into the community and create courses for you. I know some of you watching, we have coaches, we have writers, we have many talents in there. If you are interested to host a space in here, you are more than welcome. We're not pretentious enough to believe that we know it all, that, hey, we built the solution for you. The reason why you were selected to be invited to this preview is that we believe that you have what it takes to come and become a founding member, so that we can shape, we can mold, we can do whatever we want with this community. Because the first 100 members are the people who will direct or who will chart the course that this will be heading to. So thank you so much for sharing your precious time with us. I'm now going to hand it over to the amazing, phenomenal, I mean, her class, I think I will be the first one to sign up. And I already did, because it talks about the connected self. What I said earlier, what we believe in, you are the foundation of whatever it is that you want to build. If we don't get you ready, if we don't prepare you, then whatever else you get will just fall off. But Tia will help you reclaim that self, will help you ground yourself to be able to build anything that you would like to achieve. Tia, please take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. So there is so much that is fully aligned with this team and interconnected with this team. So it's a privilege to be able to be on this platform and host this platform with my counterparts here. And just to be in alignment. I've been in a space before where there was not alignment, and this feels so much better and so different. I gave you my name earlier, but taking a page out of T's book, one of the things for me, in order for people to know me, I have a desire to be known. I have a desire to be heard. I have a desire to be seen. Those are core needs for just about anybody. And I think one of the best ways to be able to do that outside of food, because I do love sharing a meal too, is to know some of the things that I value. So I wanted to share that with you as part of my introduction. I'll share 4 of my values specifically. Service. I was put on this planet to be of service to other people. I did not discover what that service would look like. I'm still unraveling it, but I didn't discover what it looked like until I became an adult. And it pulls at my heartstrings to make sure that I am doing something for others, because it leads into my second value, which is collective responsibility. I believe we have a responsibility to take what we experience, take what we have seen, take what we have learned, and share it. And if we want the world to be better, we have to show up in the world being better. I've had a lot of people over my lifetime pour into me. And over the last, I want to say really over the last 10 years, some really intentional people have come into my life and have shifted my entire axis to make me more aligned with my own self and help me come into my own development. And if any of you know me, if you don't know me, you will get to know me. But most people that know me can say one of the things that I value is personal development and personal growth. I love learning. I love learning about myself, probably more than I probably should. But I also love watching other people learn about themselves and come into just a new awareness and a space of just feeling like, oh, I get me. And now I understand why I moved in ways that I moved back here. Now I have a different understanding and a clarity of who I am and what I contribute to the world. Which leads into my last two values in this particular space. Reciprocity is one. Because I've had people pour into me, they have added value to my life. And I can't sit with that value. I have a responsibility to pour it out. Reciprocity is huge for me. When someone does something for you, you should do the same thing for them or something for them and just continue that ripple effect that it has throughout the world. It can have a ripple effect throughout the world. The last thing is no gatekeeping. I love learning. I say it and I'll say it again and I'll say it again and I'll say it again. I love to learn, but it doesn't make sense to learn and just hold it. There are people who say, and it's a common quote, knowledge is power. I don't believe knowledge is power. I believe knowledge is important. Knowledge is influential, but there's a lot of educated, stupid people. So knowledge is a piece of power. You have to apply the knowledge in order for it to be powerful. So knowledge is not power on its own. Applied knowledge is power. So if you heard nothing else, hear that. But in that, when I gain knowledge, my responsibility again is to pour it out and share it with others. I can't hold any of that in. It doesn't do anybody any good when I hold it in. It doesn't do anybody any good when you hold it in. So take it in, learn, share it with the world. That for me, marrying my values and marrying just my love of personal development and seeing other people come into themselves is part of why I said yes to this opportunity. I have been building workshops. I have been teaching for the last 10 years, and I just love creating. And what I realized a few years ago is it's how I process my own stuff is I write, I create, I pour myself out into, I pour all the knowledge that I've gathered, I pour that out into the product, and then I share it. So Butterfly, if you could actually navigate over to professional growth or personal growth.
Mm-hmm.
The beauty in this particular space, my space is called the connected self. Again, under that same vein, I need to understand me. I had a desire to know me better. I can't do better if I don't know better. So there's also, I don't know if anybody is aware, but inscribed at the Temple of Apollo in Delphi, there's that know thyself, first know thyself. That for me, you cannot make any positive movement in the world. You can't make any positive movement in your family. You can't leave the legacy that you want if you don't understand yourself and know how you're moving and know why you're moving in that way. So that's what the connected self is all about.
Okay, Butterfly, hold on, T. Butterfly,
Yes, sir.
I think you haven't joined this space. That's why it is not showing for you. If you want me to share,
Yes, please
my screen.
share.
Okay, let me do
And you know what? How about this? How about I go join in this space?
Okay, so you guys
Yeah,
can
let's
see
do that.
it's right here.
So easy. If you see someone and they have a space, someone and you want to know, go to their profile. It will give you their you can actually recognize them. I'm following her, see her activity,
Okay.
and you want to go ahead and share, and then I will
Yeah, how do you organize this
send
again?
my invite.
So go to course.
Okay.
So the connected self,
It's right
just
here.
what that tagline says, it's a journey back to self.
I
Yes.
like that.
It's a journey to wholeness. We are already whole. However, the way that we've operated in life and the moments that we've had, the people that we've connected with, the experiences that we've had, all of those things have shaped us. And sometimes
Mhm.
it melds the mold a little bit differently. So we want to have that mold come back into its fullness. So the connected self is an opportunity to do that.
Okay.
So we walk through 18 weeks. This is a closed cohort. So you start with one crew, you finish throughout that whole crew. The reason why is because we're going to be talking about we're going to be vulnerable. There's one of the things that I believe in when I first started teaching is I don't ask anybody to do anything that I'm not willing to do myself. And I need to understand the level of vulnerability that I'm asking you to walk through. So I had to walk through every one of these sessions as before I created them, in order to understand what I'm asking people to walk through. And it's not fair to invite people in randomly and upset the balance of that vulnerability when people have not earned that. So when you walk through, when you join this session, you are just understand that you are walking through this with the cohort for a full 18 weeks. But we explore 12 self concepts. There's always going to be an opportunity for you to really kind of just assess where you're currently at, do a quick check-in, but assess where you're currently at, and then let's talk about where you want to be, and then let's talk about what are the roadblocks to you getting there. The first step to us making progress in anything is that self-awareness piece, so that's why we start with self-awareness. If you could actually go into the self-awareness pre-session work.
Pre-section, okay. Yes.
So the pre-session work really is an opportunity for you to just orient yourself to what we're going to be talking about for that day. I don't like to tell people what to do. I was pausing to make an internal laugh because yes, I do. However, in this space, I act as a guide and giving people options. I do like options my own self. So in order for you to explore this, we are all different people. So this creates an opportunity for us to explore self-awareness in a few different ways. Some of us are more right brain, some are more left brain, but it gives us an opportunity to really just kind of sit and figure out who we are, how we move, what we're comfortable with, how do we receive information, and how are we processing. So each one of these prompts, you don't have to do all 4 unless you want to, but every session will start with some pre-session work really to kind of orient you to the concept, but also orient your emotional space and your heart space and your head space and get you in the frame of, okay, I'm going to be vulnerable this week. We meet once a week, 2 hours. And it is a lot. And you do need to disengage and you need to take care of yourself. But I have areas where self-care is built in so we can make sure that we're honoring everything that we're putting out. We're actually taking time to restore ourselves too. It's not fair to ask somebody to pour out and not be replenished. So we have dedicated space to be able to do that. But creative activities. So I love journaling. I haven't been journaling for a little while because I've been exploring this writing space. But that's one of those pieces on there. Mirror work. I love talking to myself and encouraging myself and telling myself all the things about me that are amazing and just pumping myself up. But I also have to be confrontational with myself and just recognizing that sometimes I don't recognize the person that's looking back at me in the mirror. And I need to check myself, but I need to pay attention to how I'm receiving me. And sometimes it's easier for me to have a conversation with myself than it is for me to have a conversation with other people. So getting comfortable and having mirror work. Mapping. I love mind mapping. It helps me orient. My brain goes all the time. It goes a mile a minute all the time. My husband can tell you I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm thinking about something and I just start writing or I just start creating. Probably drives him nuts, but he won't ever tell me that. But mind mapping is one of those things that helps me synthesize the thoughts that are happening. And as soon as I get it out, then I can go back to sleep and I'm good. But I want you to do that if you're an overactive mind as well. That's one of those activities that you can do too. And then an audio reflection, just talking to yourself about how you typically respond to things. And is that something that's serving you or is it taking away from you? Is it depleting you or is it moving closer to your goal? So there's different activities. Don't ever disturb a genius at work. Come on now. This is why I like him. But it gives you an opportunity to just prime yourself for the experience that we're about to have with the group. We do create an opportunity to have all of the group share. We may not all be able to have all the space and all the time that we need, but that's why I make myself available to have private one-on-one time. And then also if we need group coaching, then I'll layer that in later in the week for another touch point. But it gives us an opportunity to really kind of explore who we are in all of these dimensions. I just want to run through, if we can close that one. We'll just kind of scroll down so you can see the other ones. So we have self-awareness, self-compassion, self-acceptance, self-love, self-esteem, self-confidence, self-regulation. How many of y'all get overly stimulated and sometimes we lose our top? Teaching you how to hold yourself and be okay and come back to regulated state. That's something that actually has to be taught. It's not something that's innate in us. Self-control, self-contentment, self-determination, and self-advocacy. Being able to speak for yourself, being able to empower your own voice. Really, all of this is about getting closer in tune and in touch with yourself so you can turn around and pour that out in the rest of your endeavors. The beauty of this section, the beauty of this space, the personal growth collection, the three words that follow it is evolve, lead, succeed. I venture to say that self-awareness and getting in tune with yourself is the stepping stone. That's the foundation of being able to lead, being able to be successful in whatever it is that you're doing. And certainly in your families, we have a responsibility to leave a healthy emotional legacy. And you can't do that when you are not emotionally healthy and mentally healthy, just holistically healthy. So this is my effort and my opportunity to be able to share this with you all. So join me. One more space really quick, and then I'm gonna wrap us up. If you can go to family. This is my second space, co-parenting redefined. I have 3 children, and I have to co-parent with both of those for both of those children. And so I've learned a couple things. I've learned a few things of what not to do, and I've learned a few things of what to do. And one of the pieces that I learned is that the way things are done right now, it's very adult centered instead of focusing on centering our children. When we center the children, it creates an opportunity for us to be bridge keepers. We create the bridge that our kids need to walk over to each one of us to become healthy and to grow into their healthiest selves. I was not always good at co-parenting, but I had to learn. And so this is my effort to pour back in, again, in the spirit of reciprocity. There's a lot that I've learned. There's a lot that I've experienced. And so there's a lot that I've created to be able to share with other people. So it doesn't matter if you're parenting in the same household, because we do have different parenting styles. It doesn't matter if you're parenting separately, detached from the other person. It doesn't matter if you're parallel parenting where you're having tension and you just minimize as much conversation as possible. Any way that you are parenting, this 5 steps, this five redefining the co and co-parenting framework is right for you. If it's not right for you, if you don't have children, but you know someone who might be having some issues with co-parenting, refer them. It's great. And then I do private coaching with this as well. This is a six-week learning session. It goes for 90 minutes at a time, and it is an open group. So you can jump in at any of the rest of the C's. That's all I have for my spaces. The thing that I really want everyone to leave my space, either one of my spaces experiencing, I'm here to act as a guide. I don't have all the answers. I have my personal experiences, I have my personal knowledge, and I have the knowledge that I've extended to gain. But I have that to pour out. So I function as a guide, I function as a coach, and I function as a supporter and an empowerer. I am always going to be rooting for you to win, even when you don't see the win. One of the beauties of who I am is I generally see the silver lining in everything, and I can always find something that's good. And so because I'm able to do that, I kind of operate under the radar and help other people come to that understanding as well. And so that'll be a gift that I offer in that guide space. But really, it's to guide you into knowing yourself and to coming into agreement with the whole, in tuned, aligned, and healthy human that you are, that is also designed to pour back into the world. So when we ask that question, what is it that you want to learn? The things that you want to learn are the things that we want to be teaching. The things that you want to learn, if you are not the facilitator, if you are not an instructor, if you're not an educator, that's okay, but you have ideas. I love creating. And I also love teaching. And then we have these also other amazing hosts that it's probably going to fit into one of these collections. So share your ideas, share your thoughts, share your wants, because we want to be able to give you what it is that you need and what you want, and then wrap ourselves around you as community. So just to close us out, I feel like you've heard a little bit of our passion in each one of us as we're talking about our spaces. So that's one of the things that you get with joining the Mentium Institute. We get personalized learning plans. We want to teach the things that you want to know. We want to teach the things that you need to know, but we also want to teach the things that you want to know. Every single one of us offers you practical steps for growth, practical strategies. You can turn around as soon as you walk out of the session, you can turn around and apply those strategies. And they're not just for that session related, these are life strategies. And you get the encouragement. You get the encouragement to push through, and it's okay to fail. Failure is your first attempt in learning. Failure allows you to know that you're doing something, you're making movement, you're gaining momentum, and you're learning new strategies continuously along the way. Interactive learning and coaching. Every single one of us knows the things that we love, knows the things that we do, knows the things that we teach like the back of our hand. And we want to be able to offer that to you and share it with you in a space of additional coaching, whether that be group or one-on-one. A supportive and like-minded community. Again, this is for us, by us. I said that.
Y'all know how I feel about that.
Tia,
Yes, sir.
Butterfly, before you go, I just wanted to insist on this because I'm seeing some names that I know they have a lot in them that they can share. One of them is a full-blown coach already, Ike Olua. She was in Leadership Africa. I mean, I just admire her boldness and her style of teaching of anything. So I would like to invite her to join us as the host, creating her own space. I've seen also Abib, who's already an author, because one of the things that we would like to create is a space for book writing, because it is my personal belief that there is a book in each and every one of you waiting to be written. So we'll allow a space where we can mastermind together to write those books. There could be a book club where we read one book every month, talk about it. I mean, look, as she just said, this is by us, for us. What we can do with it is unlimited. There is no lid onto this unless we put one on it. So if you're sitting right there thinking, am I just joining as a member? Am I just joining as a host? Both of those are available right now. As I said, you were not here by chance. You were not, because look, a lot of people registered, but you were the one who chose to show up. The others, life might get in their way. They might forget, they might this, but look, who came? It is you. If that doesn't give you a sign, I don't know what will. But what I truly believe in is that we are here from different states. One of the things that we talked about is to have Mentium meet around the country. Like if you're joining us from New York, we want you to create a Mentium meet in New York. One thing I didn't share is about the name Mentium and how it came about. Look, when I was done with my coaching training, I wanted to focus on mental fitness, because I know that most of us are not where we want to be because we are not mentally fit. So I wanted to only focus on mental fitness. So I wanted to create a name that will fit that. Well, ment was for mental, im was for premium. Basically, your mind on premium. This was my idea about Mentium. But look what I found out. When I kept digging, kept researching, I found out that Mentium came from the expression, the legal expression, Latin ascientio mentium, which means the meeting of the minds. Guys, what are we doing here? We are minds meeting, building things together. So that's the meeting of the minds. So I want us to be able to have Mentium meets in every corner of America. Because if this world has to change, it is us. It is up to us to make it happen. We can sit on the sidelines thinking that, hey, that's not me. I can wait for my kids. I can wait this. But look, that idea could be just we could just put it away because we have our mother amongst us, 88-year-old, and she's right here listening to us. I mean, look, then what excuse should we have? So I'm telling you, the reason why you were invited is that we believe that success doesn't happen in isolation. Tia said it, every host said it. We do not know it all. We want to build something from the ground up with you shaping it. Now, for that reason, we will have a treat for you. And I think Tia will close up with that after Butterfly. I don't know the order anymore, but I just would like you to know that you will be compensated for your time. Instead of paying the full-blown membership fee for a year, we're going to do something for you because we want you now and then. Look, all of you who joined, none of you dropped. And I've been to many calls like this. You get on, you listen for 5 minutes, and you jump out. But this tells me that we have the right people right now to do what we're about to do. Tia, what are we going to do for these folks?
I mean, you totally could have finished it, but let's just go. So our membership normally is $500 a year. And because we have decided that we want to have a founding member group that influences what we do, influences the classes, and gets to walk through this process with us, the first 100 people, which actually now it's, I think 74, 75 spots remaining. The first 100 members will get a 50% discount, $250 for the year, and you have access to all of the sites, all of our spaces, all of the spaces that are coming for the whole year. And then you're growing with us. So this is our founding member discount. It's only open to the next 75 people now because we already have 25 members signed up. So you are absolutely able to sign up for that today. If you are not ready to make that commitment today, that's okay. Prayerfully go and think about it. But again, Professor walked us through thinking about our life a year from now. If the vision that you have for your life a year from now is to be sitting exactly where you are today, then do nothing. But if the vision that you came up with is showing you in a completely different area of life, in development, in your professional career, in your family legacy, if the vision that you had is taking you somewhere different, this is your opportunity to act. So again, only 100 members will be our founding members that will receive our founding member discount, which is $250 for the year. That you're getting the courses, you're getting the coaching, and you're getting the community. That's really a steal.
Now, Tia, you said 250 for a year. That is less than 78 cents a day.
Right.
And to me, just the morning mindset is worth 28 cents a day. Just the morning mindset.
More
because
than that.
every single morning, because it comes with an app that will send you all the information that we will push in. Imagine waking up in the morning, 6 in the morning, ting. That's the sound of your phone, giving you a morning mindset. You open it, it is a message that is so powerful that sets the tone on how you should start your day. But at the end, it is just bringing everything to you. When Tia was done with the self-connected, I said personally, I would pay $500 to take that course alone. But it is not that. We have that course. Public speaking, if you want to study it again, or you know anybody who can study again, it is part of it. What Butterfly is teaching is part of it. All the courses that we have will be part of that one membership a year. And if you don't learn anything from that, being among people that you really admire, that will cheer you up, because you will hear this word a lot. We celebrate the small wins, whatever it is for you. We will celebrate you, elevate you, making sure that whatever it is that you do is recognized. Because for most of us, nobody cares. And then we go through that, and then we think that we don't matter. Well, that is going to change with the Mentium Institute. And believe me, if you know me, you know that I am not a salesperson. I don't pitch for anything. But what I believe, and I came to realize this, people pay attention to what they pay for.
Mm.
If we were to open this for free, all of you join, you might peep in every now and then. But if you make an investment onto yourself, you will really understand that, hey, this is for me. I already invested my money, so I would better take care of me to do that. Now, don't get me wrong. There is also a monthly option available. But the reason why I don't, well, I shouldn't say this, but the reason why I tell people to go yearly is that anything can go in a month. You were tired, you were busy, all of this. So that 1 month, you really didn't do much with the site, and you think, oh, this doesn't work. But if you commit to a year, I guarantee you that you will get something so powerful out of it. Because among the courses that we will have, we'll have guest speakers. We want to have this every month where they will do live coaching session. And there will also be sessions that are called MAA, like Ask Me Anything. We don't know everything, but you can ask us anything. And together we can find the solutions. So guys, I am a very bad salesperson, and everybody knows that. I talk to people, I mean, trying to help you grow in all of this. And I've been doing that for free for the last 18 years. But when I started charging people to coach them, that's when I started seeing the difference in their lives.
Mm.
Because people pay attention to what they pay for. So invest in yourself 70 cents a day for a better you 12 months from now. And I'm saying even 12 weeks from now or 18 weeks from now, because the connect itself, you've heard it. I mean, look, sign me up. I know your space, you only want what, 16 people at a time, because it is so deep learning.
Yeah.
Mine, I will take more. But at the end of the day, we do not want to confuse people or to overwhelm them. So we're asking you to take once at a time, like one at a time, so that you can only focus on one lesson a week. When it is over, take another one. When it is over, take another one. So it is continuous learning for you throughout the year. So
Yeah,
I know
that's
I was
correct.
not supposed to talk this much, but I am so excited. And look, this is so beautiful to me, because every every name that I'm looking at right now, I know.
Yeah.
So I can clearly say that these are my people. They know who I am. I've poured into them so much, they pour into me. So it is only give and take. I shared
That's
this
right.
in the launch of the last public speaking cohort. I asked them who is the person who gained most in all of this, and that was me. Because last night when I was sending email, I can know that like 365 people from the public speaking class, and all of those people got to teach me something. So I am blessed. So I take it as the duty of mine to give back. And this is my way. Create something where I can bring some incredible people together to join me as a family to build us up. That's my dream. And I hope you will join me, help me make that dream a reality. Thank you.
So, Professor, listen, I don't want you to apologize for greatness. And we respect the fact and we love you because you always respect our time. Having said that, to piggyback off of what Professor just said, and then I'm going to close this out for the evening. Professor, while you're sharing the screen, can you please go to my English as a second language class? One of the reasons why what he just said is so important is this. People pay attention to what people pay for. You know, in layman terms, the American way, they say you put your money where your mouth is. Well, let me tell you, we're going to put our money where our mind is, because where we put our mind is where our riches shall be. And that's not always monetary. So English is a second language. The reason that we're actually charging for this is because this is an exclusive private membership. You are now part of something very, very selective. Not only that, we have done the work. We are actually certified, trained experts in our areas. And this is not a game. If you go to the syllabus for me, sir, please there, and you will see that we put in a ton of work. My class is bilingual. It is in English and in French. It will be a 3-month course. There is a weekly class, a weekly live class. There's homeworks. Each section, there's a book. Your book is in here. All you got to do is click this one link, come into the space. Everything you need is here. Your assignments, your quizzes. It's going to be so much fun. And the reason that I wanted you to specifically go through this to see that this is not some willy-nilly fly-by-night. No. We put our heart, souls, educations, and professional careers on the line to create this. But guess what? I want you to be here and teach me something. I want to learn from you. So before we close out, before anybody does anything else, I need everybody to put one thing in the chat box that they love, that they dream of, or that they would like to share or learn. Right now, I'm going to give everybody 3 minutes. We have about 4 minutes to wrap up and we're over. So right now, go. I want to know one thing that you want to learn, teach, share right now in the chat. I'm waiting.
Okay, I have Olu who said, sign me up. Brother, please sign yourself up. I just sent you the link.
How to lobby and be an advocate.
Can I
can
have
help you
more
with that.
people? I'm telling you, because starting next week, Tia, when is yours launching? Is it on the 7th?
Yep, I launched May 7th.
Okay, and it is cohorts.
It is a cohort, and I have limited seats. We're only doing 16 people per cohort.
Yeah.
So if you want to join the Connected Self, you will have to wait another 18 weeks. Actually, you'll have to wait 20 weeks if you want to join the next cohort. So this one starts May 7th, so you want to be in before.
Listen, my English class is only going to have 10 students at a time. So the first 10 are the ones that are going to get it. We're serious about this, and I cannot wait. Let me see and make sure I go through my notes. And there anything else? Questions and answers. Please, anyone, raise your hand, put it in the chat. I want to hear all your questions. You can ask me, ask everyone. Let's have a question and answer session, and then I'll go ahead and get us out of here. Any questions?
From Canada. Prosper from Canada. I want to have a chapter, a Mentium meet chapter in Canada. How would you make that?
I want to join. Need to wait, Marla. We can't wait. I will put the link to join.
It is
in
right
the
there.
chat. Everyone copy and paste this
So,
link. Yeah, come on.
Copy that and save it. If you join this call today, I will email you this link right after the call. You will have it.
So Ms. Palmer asked, what are the times of the courses? So this is the thing. Each host is going to decide when their courses are going to be. For me, my English classes are probably going to be in the middle of the day around 1 to 3 p.m. because that means it is between like 3 to 7 in Senegal. I'm specifically going to be.
That's different.
Yeah. And so I have global students. All of my students are going to be Senegalese. The business class is going to be, my classes will all be Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So right now I'm in the process of determining what the calendar is going to be, the schedule. I had to work my entire life around this because you know I love this thing. And so the days that I'm going to be free are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. So those are going to be the days of my classes. And you know, you can be a part of that. Tell us what days and what schedules work for you. When would you be able to be a participant in this? Put that in the chat. We're building this with you, and I cannot stress that enough. So please, any questions, anything else, reach out to us, call us. If there's anything any one of my amazing hosts wanted to share, this is the time to do it. I want everyone to come off of mute right now, and let's just have a little back and forth chit chat. Say hi, bye, whatever it is. We thank you all for being here. You are the most important people in the world right now. Yes, sir.
Yes, I wanted to answer for the courses. Mostly they will happen in the evening. And I know mine, the ones that I will run will be from 6 to 8 p.m., which is Mountain Standard Time. Now, if we have people who are joining from the same time zone, then I'll just adjust to whatever works for them. So what I'm saying is we don't want to make anything fixed and hard just because it works for us. So that's the reason why we wanted to include you in this conversation while we are starting to shape whatever it is that we will be doing later on. So right now, nothing is hardly set on stone. We will work with you to make things happen that will work for you. So I know 6 to 8 might be the general hour, but as I said, we can work something out where everybody is taken care of.
Yes.
That's...
So is there anything else that anyone else would like to say?
Any
Can everyone
questions?
come off of mute and we just chit chat a little bit?
I just want to let you know, you guys, I really, really want to do this, and I'm really excited about it. But I'm being controlled. So I spent all my credit cards, and now I gotta wait until the money gets released. So
well, the Mentium Institute will be here when you are done with your civil case. I saw that you can actually join the space and maybe get some help along the way with the co-parenting for success courses that we have. It sounds like that's something that's definitely on your radar. We appreciate your time and you sharing, and we cannot wait for you to get all that together and come join us.
Yep, join when you can. No pressure whatsoever, because we want really for you to feel it, to be at ease with whatever decision you're making. But starting from next week, everything will start.
Okay.
And we're gonna start Monday by a challenge on procrastination, because this was requested from a member actually who's,
yes,
who's already on the side. She said, when can we do our next challenge? I said, we'll do it right after the launch so that everybody else can join. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, Taha, I'm going to sign up tonight. Thank you. You are more than welcome. Shani, thank you so much. Babakar already left. Thank you. Thank you. Really, this means the world to us, because believe me, as I always share, time is the most precious thing anybody has. For you to spend over like 1 hour and a half going 2 hours with us, we cannot pay for that. So thank you so much, and can't wait to keep serving you in this community and globally. Because what I'm seeing tonight, people join from many places. One young man that is among our midst, his name is Hadim. He's the talented photographer. I mean, he came to ALG, and that year, Africa Impact was a different thing. I want him to teach some stuff here. So if you know anybody who's keen on AI, because that's the next big thing, and we want to be ahead of the curve. So all of those lessons will be brought up to you right here. So thank you so much.